Say something
Yes.
again. Oh, wait too late. We live. Let's go.
Check.
Yeah, you sound like you're in an empty warehouse.
This,
We live.
this the special behind the scenes that they can see
Yeah.
sometimes.
This is the bloopers.
This
Anybody who on, you ain't seeing nothing right now. All right. So what we doing? What we doing? No, can you hear us, man? I think you stuck.
Hey,
I
I
think
don't
I
know.
think he stuck. Cause he ain't moving at all. Hey, can you hear
Oh,
us,
there
man?
you go. He was looking for something.
We we've been live for like 121.
are you talking through the intro?
I don't hear
It's
nothing.
not it's not it's not playing.
It's not playing.
No,
You can't hear nothing.
nothing's playing. Nothing. We hear you.
I was playing all the music.
Oh no
Oh no.
music is playing.
You ain't hear the intro or nothing.
No.
Nothing's playing, bruh. Nothing at all.
Well, how about that? Well, I guess we won't be doing any intro things today.
Nah,
No
nah,
tracks.
we
Y'all didn't hear none of that.
none of that.
No.
We live. We live. Let's go.
Well, let's go. We'll do it the old school way. What up,
Yeah.
Clarissa? We do it the old school way. I'm no breaks. You
Hey,
know the righteous, right?
Clarissa.
If you got it, match that. What?
But
I'm talking through the intro. I'm just messing me up. I'm new, everybody.
that's what I'm talking through the. We talking through the intro. We wonder why you ain't saying nothing. Yeah, you sound like you're on the log.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
In a
yeah,
log,
yeah, like you real hollow.
your audio sounds off. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Let me see.
Y'all hanging there with
Hey,
us.
Frank, while we going through, she say, hey, Jack. Hey, Clarissa, you speaking of you?
Check. This better?
You've acknowledged everybody
That's
but
better.
me, Clarissa. I'm feeling
That's
some
better.
kind of way. I'm feeling some kind of way.
All right.
Make me
So
feel
Randy,
some
did I
type
fix
of
it?
way.
Yeah,
Randy,
there we
did I
go.
fix it?
Yeah, you good.
Can you hear this?
Yep.
Kickback, guys. JB, what's the name of the podcast?
It's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Now welcome. Now I can welcome you to a pod named Kickback. It's like a Child Called Quest. You say the whole thing. I'm no breaks new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Each and every week, even on the day that I move, I'm right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. I'm tired.
You look tired.
Right?
Oh, wait
Hey,
till you
y'all,
know
I'm
how
gifted with Jack getting you snatched. So you need to come holler at me for the summer because we getting it in, y'all. My body, I've been starting my strength training back on it. I've been hitting these weights. Man, I'm telling you, these weights make the body look delicious. So holla at your girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's your man D Randy T, Mr. Man Up Monday, all day, every day. It is Men's Mental Health Month. All right, so find a man, let him know that you care, make sure he all right. Any brother that you know you ain't talked to in a while, this is the month. Everybody check in, make sure be your brother's keeper.
I've been
Man.
loving on y'all. I've been loving on y'all.
You have.
Facts,
So straight
facts,
up,
facts.
Jack, you've been going big props. You get big props.
Yes,
That was a
yes,
weak ass
yes.
clap.
All right, well, man, I'll tell you what.
Right.
Let's go right into
it
it.
Was
Is the volume down on the clap?
it was job week. It was like all the people in the back.
Right. You really don't want to clap, but they're just gonna clap anyway.
Oh, that's messed up.
Now, hello. Who wants to go first?
Well, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so let's go with the high and the low. Clarissa cares about us, Randy.
Oh, man,
I am all right. I saw something to see. Life isn't the straight across. Sometimes it's up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's very true. I'm gonna tell y'all a really, really quick story about my high and my low. So I found a place I wanted to rent. I was very, very happy. I was excited. Right now, how to Brookhaven, right Buckhead. I was gonna be where I wanted to be. And the day before I went to sign the lease, because it's a rental property, somebody rented it for Airbnb for 2 months. I done already gave my place notice. I'm already gone. I'm packed up. I'm ready to go sign my lease in the morning. And the realtor calls me like, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe this. Somebody just rented it," because she didn't take it off the Airbnb site. And I'm like, I guess somebody go live with Jackie. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. What am I gonna do? But luckily, she's resourceful enough. I had another property over in my old stomping ground, Sandy Springs, and that's where I am now. That's where I moved to. So I'll be here for 2 months until my spot becomes available. But I could have been nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's the high and the low. The high is, well, the low is I didn't get my spot. I won't get there for 2 months. But the high is I'm in a very nice spot. And I could have been on Jackie's sofa. So
You were
that's
protected.
my high low.
Yeah.
You were protected. Go ahead and make plans. Make God laugh, okay?
Right. Look, 9.8 miles away. Well, you've been Google mapped already.
I used to work out in Sandy Springs. It's far. I got to pack a lunch to come out there to see you.
Oh yeah. And I lived here. My first 10 years in Georgia was in this area, the same neighborhood.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm back in my old neighborhood where me and JB live. I'm back in our old stomping grounds.
Wow, look at the universe working. Look at
right.
That's
why Clarissa loving it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
It is.
Well,
all right, Jack, tell us what's your high low.
I have a low. I don't have a low, but the low is just this hot ass weather, really. But I'm, we from Atlanta. We know it's gonna come. But my high was the Bad Boys 4. Loved it. I know everybody's talking about the Reggie scene because he did his motherfucking thing. So if you guys haven't checked it out, yes, the
spoiler
that they was cussing out.
Jackie tell you the whole movie.
So make sure y'all check that out. Definitely check that out. And of course, Power's back on, so I checked that out as well. So I'm excited about this season.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Power in a minute.
Yeah. Like, so look, my high and low is gonna be all in one, and knew you're part of this one too, right? So look, the low was first, like we got a cousins chat, right? That all of our cousins in that we stay and we try to stay connected. It's a rack of us that's in there all over, right? And one of us got married and didn't tell like none of us. Right. And we all found out through the chat. We've all found out through the chat that he got married. And it was like, why we ain't know? And he's like, no, it's happening like right now. And it was like, okay. So
is he a private person?
I mean, he kind of, but then so first, I'm like, you getting married and like you ain't, and I'm first, I'm in the chat, I'm like, yo, we first, ain't nobody know this, like we ain't, and they like, no, it's happening right now. So that was I felt like that's kind of low, man. I felt like that's my little cuz. You in the chat, like you should just be like, hey man, I just wanna, even if I ain't flying in, I wanna know, you know what I mean? So if I'm
Right.
just spend a gift or whatever, right? But then, then I had to take it back. I'm like, you know what? I'm being real goddamn selfish right now. You know what I mean? Because two people have decided that they want to spend the rest of their lives together, and I'm tripping that he ain't find time to give notification to me. You know what I mean? When they was making a decision about the rest of their life. And then I was like, you know what? So the high is that he has found someone that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. And this my little cousin. I'm happy. So I was like, you know what? I will cuss you out on the first honeymoon, but right now we gonna celebrate this black love that found each other, you know what I mean, and declared that they want to spend the rest of their life together. And I'm glad to see the young man and the young lady found again. Congratulations to both of y'all. That was the high that they found love. Right?
Woohoo! Where the claps? Where the claps?
I was booming my claps a couple minutes ago.
There we go. That's a lot stronger.
That's a worthy one. That one is worthy.
Oh man. We got everybody hello?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
Boom.
Yeah,
let's get into it, man. Oh Lord.
My left.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what the story is.
My left stroke just went viral.
Yeah, two men's strokes have obviously gone viral this week. They shouldn't. And it's not in a good way. My favorite singer, The Dream, which I'm very disturbed about. There's a lady, female artist, alleging that he got her a deal. He offered the producer, as big as Beyonce, Rihanna, artists that he's helped he's given maybe big hits to. She says that during that process, they somewhat dated. But there were times when he just took it. There was times where he assaulted her. She gets kind of graphic. She says there was one point where he literally raped her, held her down, strangled her. And then now they're saying sex trafficking, but I realize sex trafficking is basically flying somebody out. So Jackie, don't look forward to getting flued out no more. Men, don't fly the girls out. That's sex trafficking.
Let me tell you something. I thought it was stupid when it was going on.
Yeah. The lady Shawnee was hoping that he can be legally punished despite the statute of limitations due to the Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. The law allows people to bring sexual assault cases even if the statute of limitations for incidents they allege have expired. I hate it. Like, I was an R. Kelly fan, but he wasn't my favorite. The Dream is my favorite, and I'm getting tired of seeing people that I admire, that I have an affinity for, finding themselves in these situations. I want to give grace and say we don't know what happened yet, but that even the accusation is just, it's too much, man. It's too much. And ladies, keep coming forward. If this is your truth, keep coming forward. If you are lying, if you are looking for a payday, then men too. But if you're lying and you're looking for a payday, I hope they throw the book at you. I think whatever charge a man can get for doing the act, a woman should get for lying about an act. Kanye West, his former assistant. Man, this is crazy. Before I talk about Kanye, what do y'all post on The Dream? Because Kanye stuff is somewhere else. What do y'all think about the situation with The Dream?
I think at this point it's just, we're starting to see really the entertainment, whether it be the music industry, whether it be anything, the sports world. A lot of these people, these women are tired. These men and women are tired of having to tiptoe around these individuals, having to go to, award shows and have to still save face and she'll put on a good face when your perpetrator is right there. So it's time. I mean, it's time that everybody needs to stand in their truth and needs to be held accountable now for the ones that are out here lying, then of course I agree with you, New, that they need to be getting punished as well because that's nothing to play about.
Facts. Randy T, take us home.
Hey, I'm let me first say that I don't want to no disrespect to any woman who has been abused in any way. I hope that if anyone has been done wrong, that justice will prevail, and whatever wrong, however they was wrong, that they will find the peace and the justice that they deserve. However, with that being said, there is, with us being the Me Too movement, like I am now at a point where I don't want to be insensitive to anyone's experience that they had, but I'm waiting. I want to see the evidence before I'm reserving judgment over it. They just come in too frequently now that I'm reserving judgment until, you know what I mean, evidence is presented. Again, without trying to project any insensitivity for anybody experience. That's just where I'm gonna be at, because I mean we've seen that their talent does not, represent character for anyone in any situation, right? So it's a possibility anyway. But on the flip side of that, we see there are a lot of people that are looking for opportunities to enhance their wealth through, misleading situations. Not, insinuating that this is what that is. But I'm just saying that I think, when it's constitutional and we all supposed to be like, every man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's why I'm at on it. So, and the next one. and the next one.
Kanye, even his scandal.
Man, everything with Kanye is out the window. It don't even matter.
Right. Now his assistant, she's special. But it doesn't excuse anything. The young lady's name is Lauren. Says Kanye, the conversations with Kanye started to become more and more vile and vulgar. He would say to her, "See, my problem is I be wanting to fuck. Then after I fuck, I'm gonna go to tell me how hard they been fucked. And while I'm fucking them, then I wanted to cheat on me." He would say, and he would go on to say, "Is my dick racist?" I think it is. It's a racist dick of mine, because he be wanting to go home and beat his racist dick for being racist. Like, I guess it's being a pun, like beat somebody up. You want to beat this thing, and I'm like, Kanye, what are you doing? He's sending all these texts, and she's suing him for sexual assault. And he terminated her contract, but he never paid her settlement, which is supposed to be like a $3 million severance pay. But Kanye says that he has text messages of her sending nude stuff and pictures and all kind of everything. So they were bantering back and forth with this inappropriate conversation. And I think that's tricky too, because when you're the boss and you have that kind of conversation with an employee, you're always putting yourself in a bad spot. Always in a bad spot. Because it's that power dynamic. Why didn't he pay her his severance pay? People got to start doing. These dudes be tripping. Why didn't Diddy pay Cassie if he knew all this stuff was dead? These dudes' egos are out of control.
Because that's the narcissistic side of them. They feel like they don't have to pay. Who are you to tell me I have to pay? I've been getting away with this for 30 years.
Yeah. I don't know what to say.
When it comes to anything Kanye, it's just regular logic just does not apply, right? I mean, I think like it's a few people. I put him in, like him, Antonio Brown. Like I put them in the same category. Like if you tell me something that they did, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not nothing is gonna surprise me, and like it ain't whatever it is. Like it's no headline that's gonna be like, nah, I don't know. Nah, they probably most likely who knows? they had a type of character that they might, you know what I mean? So you don't know. Yeah, man, get out the news. You're always in the news for the wrong reasons now.
Right.
That's what it
Always.
that's what it boiled down to right now. Stay low.
Well, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. That's all I got.
Indeed.
Jack, did you want to jump in on there?
No, I'm just waiting to see how everything unfolds. I got my popcorn ready for the rest of the year because it's roller coaster is riding. We got twists and turns. They keep adding on to this roller coaster.
It just feel like we ride on 24s. This year 24. We own 24s.
Right.
Money, clothes, cars, and hoes. That sounds 20. 24s. Yeah, something like that. I want to get into our kickback conversation, man. I don't have a drop for it yet, so I'm just gonna use this.
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
I had my college girlfriend, I think we were together from 18 to like 27, 28, something like that. So that was part of, but that was my relationship, obviously. Her birthday was the other day. So I was like, let me shoot a little happy birthday text. I hadn't talked to her in a couple of years. Actually, she reached out to me when JB passed, but don't really talk at all. She's married now. And so that got me to thinking about like what kind of relationship topic can we talk about? And I wanted to talk about.
Wait a minute. You texting a married woman? That's
Happy
what
birthday.
the story okay, all right, keep going. Continue.
And it got me to thinking about that old saying, like the one that got away. And so I want to know what y'all think about and we were together. I was young, I was dumb, I was cheating every chance I got. I got caught every time I cheated. This is how dumb I was. I was so in love that I never thought I would cheat. Like, I'm not gonna cheat. Her name was my password and everything. My Black Planet, my Hente.com, my Hotmail, every place that I was cheating, my password was like her name or that's my boo or whatever, something about her. That's how in love I was. But I'm just still cheating. But I was young, man. I was like 18, 19, 20, like we kids. 27, 28, I wasn't that young no more. But whatever, it happens. So I got to thinking about the one that got away. And I have another thorn in my side for the one that never really was. So I got a soft spot for the one that it never got to where it really should have been. And then the one that quote unquote got away. So I wanted to hear a story from y'all about I want to get your thoughts on the verses, the one that got away versus the one that never was. And I want to get in your business. Tell me a story. I want to know who it was. So what's your thoughts on each versus each other? And then give me a story about one of them. I just gave y'all my the one that got away story. She finally got tired of me cheating. After 6, 7 years, whatever long it was, she finally got fed up. And like, I'm done. And I was big hurt because I'm like, you gonna break up now? I'm actually not cheating no more. I've actually learned my lesson.
Who ain't that the story of a man's life? As soon as I'm ready, you're supposed to be ready too.
Right. I was just fucking girls. I was gonna get right back. You don't get a nigga back like that. But she didn't marry that dude. She wound up dealing with somebody and moving on. But now she's married. And we broke up we were 27, 28. We broke up 20 years ago. Damn.
So you slid them DMs like, hey, big head.
And he's still texting her happy birthday.
Right.
Well,
we heard half her life story.
Yeah,
too.
Men will try you. ladies, isn't it true? Men will try. It don't matter. Men will try you just to see how you're gonna respond, or if you're gonna respond.
Oh, well
right,
now
right.
that's
It's on Jack.
That's platonic, man. I ain't going like that. I respect him.
I don't have a story because I was the one that got away, and I was the one that all these stories that I've heard from my exes.
You the one that got
So
away.
the one
Wow.
that
Okay.
So then you do have a story.
I don't have a story. I don't.
Tell us why you left one of them guys and got them all hurt up. Because you was the one that got away. Why you leave?
He was complacent with his mature level. And I didn't see any growth. It was very hard for him to want to grow. So I just couldn't deal with that. I can't raise, a grown man.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Thanks.
Second,
Thanks.
I would say because I'm a very honest, blunt person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a very honest and blunt person. So a lot of men, a lot of you men be wanting the truth and keep it real and all that stuff. Most men do not want the truth. Most men have this fairy tale of what they think things should be, versus what really reality is.
I think that's most humans, because I would say the same thing about women. Yeah, I don't want the truth.
I say I'm speaking because of men, because a lot of times men say that about women, but I've come across a lot of men and I'm just like, what? So on to you, Randy.
Interesting.
Look, look, I can say that honestly, like I can't say that I don't have a one that got away, right? The only one that ever like stole my heart, I married her, right? And was with her for 20. But I can say, that, thinking back on things too, you know what I mean? If I think about some of, some things you think, right, you probably could have done better. I think about things in that regard, right? But to Jackie's point, I don't know if I agree with you, Jack. I think
the ladies in the chat do. Shout out to my ladies in the chat.
I think the roles I think the roles have reversed in that sense. Now that I think now we having very honest conversations in relationships now with it's so many relationship experts out here now, and like now the narcissist is the new word now. It's like the word of the year. Like everybody now is like, he's a narcissist, it's a narcissist, narcissism, like it's the new everything, you know what I mean? Like and yeah, I know Cherie, all y'all they agreeing, y'all women, that's how y'all do. Y'all always stick together. It does not matter.
We need to see more black men stick together. Hello.
I
We need
agree.
to see more black men stick together.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm leading that charge, right? Indeed. So, I mean, where it boils down to it, you know what I mean, with us, where relationship goes, that everybody will get along better if you just be honest, right? Honesty about what you want, what you looking for, where you want to go. And then some of us, we were different people at different stages in our lives. So like, knew like when you was at a certain age when you was doing this stuff, yeah, you loved her, but you weren't mature enough to stop cheating on her, right? You know what I mean? Yes. And I've been there too, right? That version of me was like, all right, I didn't value. I said I'm in love, but I didn't value it enough to not let something else steal my attention, right? For whatever reason. So, we be the people we are at that time, and we learn and we do better. But right now, where we at, everybody, the women, they the same, Jack. They can't handle the truth. Like you had some of them, and like now where I'm at now, to be like, hey, let's just be friends and whatever. And then sooner or later, it's like, you misleaded me. You know what I mean? Like, no, we've been honest about everything, and now we somewhere else. So it happens both ways.
And I say this on a different episode where I just know in that situation, Randy, you just gotta protect the woman's heart. Like, I know they listen, because the woman, if she like you enough, she will tell you she can deal with everything. She's gonna tell you, "Oh, I'm cool with that. Oh no, I have no issue. We could just be friends. We could just be this." And then she's gonna break her little. She's gonna break.
Jackson, not her.
She's gonna break her little heart up on you, trying to thinking if she played this game with you, she can win you over. So I was always told, like, if I deal with a woman, even if I'm very upfront and honest, if I deal with her and she still gets hurt, it's still my fault because I should have protected her from herself. So a lot of times you know that woman and you know she just so into you and she putting up with your crap, whatever, and you ain't feeling it, it's almost our responsibility to let them go. And that's probably applies to what Jackie was saying about the men. She's probably got to, has been some men because it's like, they not being honest about what they want or whatever. But I do think that it's a honest. There is a place for honesty, but when you're looking for something long term, when you if we just kicking it, I don't know how much honesty you want. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. People taking it a little too far. Man, sometimes people taking it a little too far with it.
It's always I don't want to be in a relationship, looking for a relationship. And my situation was later on down the line. It was like, well, I was hoping 6 months down the line we would have been in a relationship. I said, how you figure that when I told you I wanted a relationship? Mm-hmm. So yeah, his feelings got hurt, but he got cut off as well because now I don't trust anything that you say because you weren't even being honest with yourself. So I'm good. Right. I can't compete with thoughts in your head.
No, I'm thinking that, and it all boils down to one thing, right? And let your actions align with your words. If everybody in any relationship that you're a part of, if those two things are always aligned, I think everybody knows where they stand at. Then you allow no room for misunderstanding.
Yeah. You always say, set the expectation and communicate when it changes. And I think that's all it can be. Set that expectation, and the second it changes, communicate it. Hey, I know we said we was doing this chilling, but it's been 6 months and something changed. I don't know what changed. I changed. Maybe he wasn't lying. Maybe his feelings changed. You know what I'm saying? And now I have to
communicate that. That's my only thing. Yeah. Communicate that. Because you can't expect me because your feelings change for mine to change too. I don't do the flip flop. Once I say something, that's what it is. I don't do the flip flop.
I agree. I agree.
All you gotta do is say,
"Be cool, baby." Okay.
Be cool, baby. Okay. And then move right along, and don't be the girl that hear that and go.
Don't stick beside them.
Thank you, Clarissa. Clarissa, that has helped me so much with even just participating in arguments or anything. I always tell people, look, I can't compete with in your head. So
I am
facts.
Moving right along.
That's a word. That's a word. Just to make the right thing. Communication is the key.
And as we get to our story of the week, it's starting to feel like I don't know, man. Like they're really trying to. The only place that we were going to get a conviction for Trump was going to be in Georgia, but there's been some news. Donald Trump's case in Georgia is now postponed by the appeal courts to determine if DA Fani Willis will be removed or not. You notice they're not talking about removing her from the Young Thug case. They're talking about removing her from this Trump case because she had an affair or a rendezvous. She had a communication with the one of the prosecutors, I believe, which I don't even see how that's. I don't even see how that's a conflict of interest.
She banged him. Just say it right. She banged him. Yeah,
and gave him some money. So she basically prostituted him, as it would appear. I got mixed feelings on Fani. I think she's trying to clean up Atlanta, and I can't be mad at that. I am not the biggest fan of how she's doing it. But she's like a pit bull. And so I was looking forward to her like sicking her on Trump. And now they're putting a leash on her. So I wonder how that's going to go. And I wonder who will be her replacement if she recused herself. Really quick, do you guys think she should recuse herself?
I don't think so. I think now that Buddy is not even on the case or anything like that, and he recused himself, I don't see what the issue is.
I don't know. I think when you as a person become bigger than the issue, or now you're as much as a figurehead as the person that's being prosecuted, then maybe we need to take a second look at now, because now when it's a possibility that justice can be diluted because of personal decisions, I think you need to have a conversation of, and I have so many feelings on this as well. I'm conflicted, but this is the first that I think that when it gets to this point that you need to have a conversation, what is the right thing to do? Now, on the flip side of that, I say if it was not a woman of color against a such high-ranking Republican candidate, a Caucasian candidate, would this even be an issue in the first place? And in today's time, I don't think it is. I think it's probably, if we look into it, we probably can find some other Caucasian prosecutors that are in similar situations or have been, that we've never heard of and never made light of day, right? I'm almost as short as the sky is blue that we could find that, right? But again, if I am a person who's taken an oath that I want to pursue justice in the way that, in the most meaningful way and the best way for me to achieve it, then if I stand in the way of that outcome, then I need to have the question with myself and my team, because I can still be a part of it and not be the person out in front. Then a conversation should be had if we want to make this thing happen. And we are the best case. Like you started with that, New. This was the only case. This is the only case that is the possibility of criminal jail time, period. So with this one out of the case, then now he's, all the rest of this, like, we can just pay money and just like, all right, guilty, I'm going home, right? This is the only one that if you find a guilty verdict, like, we put your hands behind your back, right? This was the only one. So again, with stakes being that high on this case, you have to weigh every aspect of it regardless.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think that she feels like, I think the state probably feels like since she is that pit bull in the script, she's our best option for getting that conviction. And Trump throwing this stuff out there is really just because he wants her off the case. He's afraid of her.
Yeah,
he doesn't think he can beat her. So whatever he can, she had sex with the other dude. Get her off the case.
Oh, he don't want to see her at all.
At all.
Sure.
At all. So I kind of feel like no.
Argue with her. He don't want to go toe to toe with her.
Yeah, you don't. That's why I say I want to keep her on the case, because we see her track record, dog. Like, she is a pit bull. She is after it, and I think that Trump's team is doing their best. But I say they should still fight, because I don't know whoever they bring behind her if they're gonna be as hard nosed as she is. I just don't know. So the case being postponed, it's a couple of factors with that.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, because with it not going to trial maybe before he gets the nomination, if it's a nomination, with it not going to trial before the election, who knows? This could be postponed until December. And then the election could come and go. So he's never really know how it's going to play out.
Once he wins, it's over.
I just try to have a look. You know it. And I'll tell you who else is over for. I'm gonna tell you who else it is over for. This little dumb Diddy that's supporting him. Dumb shit.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
The Don't Be Dumb, Shut Up, Stupid award goes to Randy's high school prom date. Amber Rose. I'm gonna let y'all hear what this dumb chick said, man. I'm just gonna let you hear it.
We have a sound bite from Miss Amber Rose.
Of Donald Trump. I mean, you're all about women's rights issues. I mean, what was the reason for the big change?
Is Donald Trump not for women's rights issues?
I mean, I guess a lot of people were
He's
asking.
trying to make America great again. That's for women too, right?
That's true. I mean,
okay. Well, there you go.
I know. Does him getting convicted like change the way you view him?
Not at all.
I mean, do you think it'll help his chances like getting like reelected or like you'll hurt
I think it helps him more. I think it actually
more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people see the injustice and what happened, and they want to vote for him more than ever.
I know. I wanted to ask you. So it seems like a lot of celebrities are voting for Trump now. I mean, why do you think people are kind of like changing their way of like?
I think we just did our research and we're just, we're not brainwashed anymore by the left. I can say that about myself. All these years I've been brainwashed and I'm not anymore.
People were shocked with.
I'll tell you why she got to get the Shut Up Stupid award and Don't Be Dumb right here, right now. Trump is not for any women's issues. Roe v. Wade is overturned because of Trump's doing. He packed the Supreme Court with people who would be against abortion, people who would be against women's rights, and they just overturned it. So that's a clear sign he is not for women's rights. He's also the only president I've heard that says, hey, I tell you, they like you, you famous, you do your thing, just go up and grab him in the pussy. I didn't even know what grab him in the pussy meant. That was a weird statement, but that's what he said, grab him in the pussy. Okay, all right. And I think that she is now brainwashed. I don't know if she's doing it for financial gain. I don't know if she's doing it for attention, but to be so adamant in support of Trump, it's just like it. And I'm not saying be supportive of Biden. I'm just saying, why are you screaming Trump's praises? What research did you do that led you to believe that Trump was going to do something for you? Amber Rose. I thought you was dumb as hell when you got your son's name tattooed on you. Right. Before he is. I thought you was really dumb then. All the stuff with Kanye was really dumb. The stuff with J.E. was really dumb. But now, this took the cake, Amber Rose. Still fine as hell. Dumb as hell too. That's my take on it. Jack, what's your take on Miss Amber?
All I'm saying is people do a lot of things to keep their name in people's mouths.
Very true. Very true. It's probably the most publicity she got the last couple of years.
Man, look.
Because you're
talking about
it.
Right. What is Amber Rose famous for? Like, why do we even know her name?
Honestly, the first time I ever paid attention to Amber Rose is when she was on Russell Simmons' little, was it a almost like Love and Hip Hop or something? She was on there and she was dating Kanye West. That's when the first time I ever heard her. But I don't know what she did. I thought she was a model.
Yeah. Okay.
I got it.
So
she's trying to get back with Kanye. Because Kanye like Trump, she's trying to get back.
Yeah. So if you listen to the interview at all, first of all, none of the questions had zero substance, for one. Zero. So you asking stupid questions and you getting stupid answers. The whole is like that to me, that is what I'm hearing. Like whoever is interviewing her sound like they just grabbed the party girl out the crowd and just like, hey, you want to interview Amber Rose? Here's a drink, here's a mic, go do an interview. That's what this sounds like.
It was a little like, paparazzi. It's probably TMZ or somebody.
Right. You saying she's saying nothing. Like you're not saying anything, but in all seriousness, the scary thing about, again, with me, and I am not saying that I am for or against Donald Trump, but what I am saying is that the statements and that come around the controversy with him are things that can turn the country over. And here's another one. Again, we had already had a January the 6th incident. And now here's another one where now he is now making statements telling all of the American people that we cannot trust our justice system. Now, as a black man in America, we've never trusted the justice system. So you just screaming, well, we've been screaming. Now, all right, but now you just screaming it for political purpose, not for anything that will change the lifestyles of how us as a people have been abused for years and misused and continue to be. So this will change nothing for us. But what it's doing is making the other half of the country who may have believed that the justice system is okay. Now you're saying that our justice system is unstable to the people who did believe it. And now if you want to destabilize the government, and if you look up in the book, and if you read Machiavelli books and you're talking about destabilizing the government, one thing that it talks about, the way that you destabilize it is to make them not mistrust the government. When you mistrust the people who are in charge, you begin to destabilize that whole nation. So this is the scary part of this for me. It's the statement that he's saying on the other side of this is not to trust the justice system. We've been screaming it, but don't nobody care what we scream, right? But now you saying it, now this could cause people listening. I was watching, I always watch all the different news shows. Yeah, I watch all the different news shows, so I have a biased opinion. So I watch CNN, MSN, and Fox News just to see how everybody reporting it. Just so see how everybody reporting it. And on everybody in this whole statement is that everyone agrees with on both sides, is that he is making a statement to the American people that we cannot trust our justice system because this whole trial was a sham and the Democrats weaponized the government, right? And now that's something that's a possibility for anybody going forward, that the government can weaponize the justice system to suit their purposes whenever they feel it, whenever they feel like it.
They've been doing that. The sad part is he's right. He's right, but he's not correct. He's right. The government does do that, but they're not doing it in this particular instance. In this instance, you did what you paid the girl off, you used campaign money, you did it. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? But he is right. They
hush
do
money.
weaponize
you pay hush money.
Exactly. It is what it is, man. Yeah. So I my fear is it's gonna be some dudes in the hood like, he right, young. The government is against us. And it's like, don't conflate. Don't conflate. You know what I'm saying? He's selfish and self-serving and self-aggrandizing. He's not doing that to look out for the little man. He's doing that to put you in motion. You know what I'm saying? To come to his cause. And that like the white feminists used to do. They would get all the black women riled up. Feminism, and then they go get married to white men and have kids, and then we outside the house. It's a crazy mind fuck that's going on. But yeah, Amber Rose, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And having said that, I think we're making some good time today, man. We're making some good time. I want to get into Nipsey Hussle award, brother Nip.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're on a marathon, you know. So,
and some people that are on their marathon, the good people over at Revolt TV have announced their new ownership structure after his founder, Sean Diddy Combs, stepped aside as chairman of the television and media company. Current employees will become the largest shareholder group of Revolt, as Combs' shares of the company have been fully redeemed and retired.
Congratulations.
So that means, yeah, I'll clap it up. With my applause. What my little terrier? Hold up.
I believe in conspicuous consumption. Really? If you have it, flaunt it.
Really? Flaunt it. So I do think that everybody that was involved with Revolt is running Revolt except Diddy. So it should be the same programming. Maybe they'll be able to try different things with him being gone. But it sounds to me like he stepped aside, gave the company to them, then bring in an outside arbitrator or potential CEO. It's the same people that have been there will continue to run it. They ran it in his absence, will continue to run it going forward. And I'm interested to see what they're going to do. They had the Breakfast Club on there. They have Drink Champs. A couple other shows. Young Miami, Carisha Please. So they had some interesting programming when we were in the middle of the pandemic. They kept doing what they call Black News. And they kept talking about, get your C-Walls. And it was just good stuff. So I want to see if they're going to. I haven't watched Revolt in so long. I only watched it during the pandemic, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I will make sure, since it's not going away, I will make sure I tune in a little bit more. Just to see what's on. But I'm happy for it. What you guys think?
I'm happy for it.
I think Jackie's watching Revolt right now.
I'm happy. I'm glad that happened. I'm looking forward to see what they do as well. So, I mean, I think, out of a bad situation, it was a beautiful thing that came out of it.
All right, Randy, get the last word before we move on.
Oh, I agree with Jack that out of an unfortunate situation that, some people were able to, make some dreams of theirs become true. And I hope, well wishes and success that they keep moving forward. It's a B.O.B. and I'm gonna, as long as they're still standing for great things and educating people, they'll have my support fully. And I hope that the endeavor, I hope that they don't die, and it does. Something still continues to go, because Revolt TV was born during the pandemic, and it did give us a voice in some areas, and and there were some really great interviews and some things that have happened on that broadcast. And I hope that it's not because of one person's lack of integrity or character destroys the whole embodiment of a vision that has been making an impact for us as a people.
Right.
And then I hope, on top of this as well, that we spread the message that, as men, like, we have to make sure that we maintain it especially when we have other people who are following us, that if our character fails, that there are people that it'll impact more than just us, right? That it'll impact the lives of all the people that follow you. So remember, the depth of your character and your integrity runs deeper than just the decision of whether you do or you don't.
Facts. You see, with Diddy, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, it's like sometimes these people employ so many other people. Lives are dependent on them. Tupac gets killed, dozens of families fall apart because he was the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? So you're 100% right on that, Randy. And I do think we have a slight delay. We're in a brand new setup. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new crib. So I think there's a delay, but I think we're doing a masterful job of getting through the delay. So
of course.
Good job, Jack. Good job, Randy. And
Netflix and chill. What does that even mean?
Oh, and I got the banners going across the bottom too. So I want my game today. Netflix and chill banner going around the bottom.
So, it is.
Having said that, man, Pharrell's Lego movie. This is, I think, a genius idea. He's telling his life story, but instead of having actors or a regular cartoon do the storytelling, he has it as the Lego characters. It's a Lego Pharrell, a Lego Nori, a Lego Jay-Z, a Lego Beyonce. Now, all of the people that he's worked with, they're now Lego characters, and they're telling his story. I just think, yeah, Pharrell, you're so creative, man. I like it.
He is.
Of course, it's going to have a brand new soundtrack, brand new music. I was just like, man, I just had a big cheesy grin on my face, like this was creative. Jay-Z is a Lego. Come on, man! I can't wait to see that Lego Rihanna.
So silly.
They ain't gonna be able to get the butt right. But go ahead.
And you notice, Randy, I still haven't said that other name.
I have
not. You sure haven't.
The name we will not mention. Yes.
Yeah, that's Voldemort. The name that shall not be mentioned.
Because she's engaged now.
Okay, Jackie. Don't give me a lemon juice in it. So I think we all going to see this, right? This is going to be a priority whatever Friday come out.
What?
The Lego movie, Pharrell Lego movie.
Of course. When does it come out?
I think September. It's the end of the year.
Okay.
Well, not the end of the year, but we got months.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that and the soundtrack. Randy, you got anything you want to add to this Lego thing before I give the mic to Jackie to break down this power from here?
I would, I call Pharrell as one of those weird geniuses, right? Because he's just one of those weird geniuses. Like he came out with a bunch of skateboard dudes that became famous. But anyway, I recognize his genius, but I'm not surprised that when I heard he wanted to do a Lego movie to tell his story. Now as the childhood Randy is like excited for it, but the grown me like, man, I would like to see some actors, like to see who they would, if they would have really like made a movie with real actors, who they could have got from Hollywood to like play these people. And like think about like the Bobby Browns and the TLCs and those other movies. I would have loved, like, I don't want to see no freaking Legos. I want to see some people playing this. Right?
Man,
like maybe me and my 10-year-old son will have fun watching the Pharrell Lego movie story. But I don't know. No. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what you say, Jackie.
We talk about, man, did y'all see who he had to play this? He shouldn't have did that.
I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, but I don't care what y'all say. I would rather see.
Randy is not happy.
Look, man, I'm not. Like, come on, man. Like, I feel, and then I feel like only reason he doing it, that he just want to be weird, because he got the persona that everybody be like, he always out of the box doing this weird old crazy stuff. So he was just like getting high somewhere, and they was on some skateboards, and they was him with his white boys, and they was like, you know what, we gonna do a documentary, but we gonna be Legos. Yo, how dope is that? And then now we got a Lego.
I'm gonna splice this up.
But wait, I disagree. Okay,
This is how I feel.
I disagree with Randy because I think this is very genius. I think this is a great thing because he is targeting kids. He's educating kids on the people that have come before us as far as the music industry. And that's what we're lacking. That's what's lacking between the old heads and the young heads. They're not being educated. So what's the best way? Use some Legos. They're going to listen in.
I'm going to have me saying how much I like it. I'm going to have Jackie go into it, and I'm going to cut us off, and I'm going to put Randy going, I don't want to watch no damn Legos. Oh, man. Shout out to Pharrell and everybody that's going to be in it, man. It's going to be a Pusha T Lego. It's going to be a Capone Noriega Lego. It's probably going to be who else he work with? Old Dirty Bastard Lego. It's going to be interesting. But all right, Queen Jack, I'm about to pass it to you. Let's talk about a Power Book 2. That young man is making me very happy. He has my middle name now. I didn't like that he had my middle name, but now I'm quite proud of him. Go ahead, Tariq. You doing your thing. Jackie, tell them why I'm happy with Tariq.
I mean, Tariq is just Ghost. Just this finale, you're seeing Ghost all the way. No Vaseline. He's giving it to y'all. He's like, look, I've been trying to get away from it. Y'all been comparing me for so long. Guess what? Ghost 2.0. Here we come. And his homeboy B, that's Tommy. So they're just reinventing the whole thing over again. It's just a reinvented Ghost and Tommy.
Rick said and on the old Power, I'm you, Dad. You know what I'm saying? He meant that. I'm you.
Yeah.
And they was murking people. Tariq and Braden killed like 10 people that last episode. Oh, spoiler alert! If you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, don't get no spoilers.
Right.
Spoiler.
You ain't seen it yet, Randy?
I have.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to spoil it, I will fast forward about 3 minutes. If you're watching live, fingers in your ears. I won't do too much. I'll just say that I like the way that he gets himself out of these situations. He always takes advantage of opportunities because in this game, in this life, you're going to find yourself with your back against the wall in a compromising position, as everybody, Ghost did, Tommy did, Monet does, everybody. Tariq always gets out of it. When he had the federal agent, that's all I'll say, and he was able to use that as a way to free himself up.
Leverage.
I was like, yeah, and I wasn't even. That's not the angle I was looking at. I was like, okay, so you got to make sure you protect yourself against dude, because if the dude go back and say this and that, so you might have to do this, might have to do that. I didn't.
Hey, give him too much. Give him too much.
Right.
It's all you trying to get no spoilers.
All I'm gonna say, well, it's Sunday. It came out Thursday night. What is everybody doing? What's y'all watching out there, Kickbackers?
Shout out to B. B is holding Tariq down. He is holding him down, and I love it.
And Tariq is holding B down. Remember, Tariq popped up.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Steve, going the right way.
Spoilers again. Hey, look, this is what I say. Y'all say they 2.0, but B is, to me, he's way smarter than Tommy is,
and less emotional.
Or currently is. Tommy is a better soldier. But when we talk about strategically, I'm gonna tell you, B, and this is, and look, I went back and was watching last and still watching last season, catching up. You know what I mean? And I was watching with one of the where he brought Tariq in to the internship, and he told, and he was sitting at the computer, and he told old girl, he saw all the boys go, all the white boys who be on the coke going in, he know what they do in the conference room. And he saw them go in there, and he sent the girl an email and said, we should set the interns to go help them in the conference room. And then she went over and told Tariq to go over there and see, because he knew Tariq would see them using coke in that conference room, and he gonna figure out how best to monetize this. He was like, I know I could get some money out of this, but I don't know how to get it. So I'm gonna set my boy up to go in there and peek the scene.
That's Tommy.
And peek the scene. But see, Braden, he not a G, but Tommy would have never thought of that. Tommy would have never thought of, I need to let Ghost get in here to see this. Tommy would have thought, I'm gonna go in here and put a gun to all their heads and be like, where y'all buying all y'all coke from? And I'm gonna go kill the plug, and then I'm gonna tell Ghost to take them over. That's a misnomer about Tommy would do.
Tommy did a lot of genius stuff, man.
Give me one thing that Tommy did. He killed my favorite lawyer. I was so mad.
On the old episode, on the old show, or on his show,
he had to kill Turtle.
Turtle had to go, man. Turtle had to go.
He killed. Like, man, he can't. Man, he came out with the 20 cal for my man. It's a lawyer. Like, that was overkill. He didn't need all that heat to kill him.
He had to go. Like, think about all the a lot of times when Ghost was getting into those situations with Lobo and all them, a handful of those times it was Tommy that came to the rescue. Tommy that figured it out. Tommy that told him about Angela. Tommy that told him about you know what I'm saying? Tommy was doing it.
Soldier. I say he's a great soldier. And that's
I think Braden is a great soldier. Braden ain't no leader. Ain't nobody gonna listen to Braden.
He's not a leader, but Braden knows he's not a leader. Tommy keep wanting to be one and think he one. Braden knows he's not one. That's why he ain't trying to go figure out.
Tommy is running an organization right now.
I hate his whole show. Like, don't even get into that. Like, how did this man gonna come into Chicago? It's so unrealistic.
You know,
How
like for real, Lego movie.
What he's supposedly doing in Chicago, like Tommy's show is so unrealistic. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Like for real.
Yeah, just
like right. Hey, I'm
Burger
with you, Big KC. Like that show is so unrealistic. It don't make no sense that this man gonna come in and taking over the city with families.
For Tariq and Braden to go. Come on, it ain't none of it realistic. They didn't had the car drive down street with nobody in it, and then snuck up behind the people that killed everybody. Come on, man. Not all of it's unrealistic. Even BMF got unrealistic this season. I was like, what? There's more Tupac in it. I'm like, none of this stuff is real.
Right. Go on the Chirac and he take one dude in a Mustang. One white boy in a Mustang riding up in the Chirac. Going to Chicago and setting up a whole organization.
Tommy, like the white
girl Scarface. White girl Scarface for season what? Come on, man.
He got that good dope.
When they killed, and then they killed her. She was the best part of the show, and they killed her. They should have killed it after they let her die. Ain't nothing else to go. Ain't nothing else. And the one black woman. And the one nice black, and the one good-looking black woman. They killed her and the gangster girl, and you're going to let Tommy take over Chirac.
You're going to get Jackie. Jackie going to be on next season.
Ain't taking over Chirac. Come on. Who believes
Jackie going to be on next season.
Anybody who's listening right now.
They had to give it to her to bring Jackie on. Now, Jackie, we sitting here talking. We switched over to film.
Nobody believe that.
You got to let you give us finish up the Power Ghost breakdown. And like Monet got shot all them times, and she coming back barking out orders. Mary J. Blige, she ain't no hateration in this dancery.
You know what? I just enjoy watching it, but there are some unrealistic things that we definitely see because we all know that some of this stuff could not have possibly happened. But I see why it is happening because they have to keep some of these characters going. So, you know, Mary J. Blige probably like, you gotta keep me on the show because I ain't trying to deal with that Diddy shit right now. So,
I think accusations against her too. Yeah.
Danny Boy said he was cranking her when he was like 16.
Hey man, we still on Netflix and chill. Y'all, we ain't no Diddy.
Bad Boys 4, y'all. Bad Boys 4.
No Diddy. I will ask y'all this.
I didn't get my Netflix.
Before we go there, I got a question. Hold on, I got a question before we go there. What's your favorite show out of the 50 universe? Not just the Power universe, but including BMF. What do you think the best of all the shows are? I know which one I think right now was the best. It changes almost every season, but right now, I know which one I think is the best. I want to know what's out there. Want me to get mine? I'm really liking. I think I'm liking Kanan the best right now. Raising Kanan. Now Tariq, I believe this is the last season. I really like it. And I probably have more of a connection with the characters on Tariq's show. So actually, I'm scrap that. It's Tariq. But I think that Kanan might be my favorite is Tariq, but I think Kanan is the best. That's what I said.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
Jack?
Kanan is more realistic because I think it fits more of the story along with either Kanan or 50 Cent's real life because it's similar in both. So I think that we grasp that more because it's more realistic and we know a little bit of a background about that. But I like BMF as well. I don't know if these other ones fall. Whatever.
You like that one.
I'm ready for the new.
Right.
I'm ready for the new ones.
I think you might be the girl Diamond. I can't decide if you Diamond or the other black girl. I don't know which one you are. One of them.
Whatever. What about you, Randy?
Man, it's Kanan for me all day. I think like the characters, every character in that show could have their own show. It's a depth and a level to like every
Yeah.
thing that it's so many different stories that are other stories that are in there that I think that like the character development of even the side characters, like even with the cousin, with the rapper, like it's so many
Right.
stories with him and his mom, with him and his uncle, with both his uncles, the uncles and the daughter. Like I think it is just everything is just so well written to me that it's just so much more going on, and that is hands down without me nothing else. Kanan is like just up and far in front. Everything else is entertaining to me, but Kanan has depth to me. You know what I mean? In every aspect.
And BMF was that for me, but then Jackie's character gets on my nerves on BMF, and then the girl, the gay girl that was doing all the crazy stuff. It was too much pissing me off on BMF.
Right.
This season was my least favorite BMF season.
Me too. She make no sense.
Even though they finally
dad
introduced Jackie character, it's still the same.
Yeah. Hey, Unique
Really?
is probably Unique is probably one of my favorite. Unique is probably one of my favorite villains of all time, man. Like who
That's
is
my
like
man.
Unique?
That's my man.
Is Unique like, man? When I thought Unique was dead, like I wanted to write the studio. I was like, why would y'all kill Unique off? Like, why would y'all? Like, come on, like, man, when he walked in, when he was talking to your man Tony, he was like, oh, Tony, like, come on, man. Unique is just, he the best character. That's my guy. I'm so glad they brought him back. He wasn't dead.
Yeah, he was my favorite.
I thought he wasn't dead. Well, I was celebrating. I was like,
I was hyped.
Because I was pissed off too.
I gotta play it.
I ain't watching this shit no more, man.
I gotta play the drop. You know, out of all the 50 verse shows, only one show has a drop on a Pod Named Kickback. All the lines, all the stuff they said, only one show out of all those shows made it to a Pod Named Kickback. You see this shit? You see this shit? The mother was about to kill all my eps. You see this shit? He wasn't even, he's like,
yeah. Hey, me too, Big C.
Yes, Casey.
Same way.
Right.
I ain't never like Ronnie. I ain't never like Ronnie. I was so glad when he was gone.
I ain't like Bobby, Ricky, or Mike. I'll tell you. Ain't none of that. I want to tell you too, I started Your Honor.
Thank you.
Episode 3.
Oh my God, y'all don't
it is phenomenal. The first 10 minutes.
Hold on, New. For our audience, please, y'all go check out Your Honor. If you want something stimulating, you tired of the Tubi movies, you tired of watching the same old script, Your Honor is going to keep you on the edge of your seat. You're not going to want to turn it off.
Oh, and it's 2 seasons.
I love it. I went through both seasons. I was very,
Somebody said
heavy.
It's not going to be a third season. Is that true?
No, I don't think there's going to be a third season. I'm trying to figure out how they would do a third season. How it
doesn't need to be.
Everybody stop talking because I feel a spoiler coming right now.
Right. Oh, you've been doing it to people all night though. You've been doing it to people all night with power. Now he want us to shut up.
No, not well.
Right.
I don't think we do. I don't think power can't be a spoiler. It can't be a spoiler 4 days late. It can't be a spoiler.
I don't want it to be a third season.
Casey, I'm with you, Casey. There could be a third season after seeing the second one.
All right. No need.
Okay.
It's so good. It's one of those shows. It don't need a third season. It's just that good. It don't need a third season.
It was.
It's
two satisfying seasons.
You sound like you had a Netflix and chill for us.
I do. And look, and this is funny, right? Because it's one that's out now. It's an action joint. Now, look, this not an Academy joint. This is purely entertainment now. Like it could not compare. Look, like it does not compare to Your Honor, right? Like that's on a whole nother level, right? This does not. This is purely action entertainment. I got 2 of them. For one, let me give you the first one. For one, that all of us has watched Godzilla for years, right? Like,
Right.
and I know, especially in the DMV area, we always had Monster at Monster School after school. You know what I mean? Monster Island came on at 4:00 after school. It was Kung Fu Theater and then Monster Island. That was every day after school in DMV.
Land of the Lost was in there somewhere.
Right. If you were around here, like all of them happening. But I was thinking, we saw Godzilla all these years, right? And Godzilla always destroyed Tokyo, people die, all of that. But it's a joint out on Netflix now called Godzilla Minus Zero. And we even seen Godzilla lately in the ones with Kong, right? And we see that he's there, he's killing and stuff happening. But in this one that's on Netflix now, Godzilla is like eating people. And like I've never seen Godzilla be vicious in a movie, and it made me think about it. I was like, I've been watching Godzilla all these years, and I never thought that he really is a big monster that can eat everything that he comes across. And like this is the first movie, and I was like, why did I not realize he was a bad guy that eat people? Like until, but when you watch this joint on Netflix right now, when I say he's biting people in half, he's stomping on people, he's just showing up and just like murking people all through. Like you see a person.
I've been wanting to see it.
Look,
I've been wanting to see it, so I'm glad
it made me want to go back and look at the Godzilla joints, and I was like, let me go back and look at the last joint that just came out, because I was like, he had some late movies, right? And I was like, I don't remember none of this happening, and they kind of like PG-13 every Godzilla movie. When I take the one that's out now, Minus Zero, is probably the only rated R. If Godzilla really would ever hit the earth, this is what it would be like, right? That's number one. Godzilla Minus Zero.
Godzilla ever comes from outside the water to land.
When he get in the water, he even worse. Like, watch this joint. Like, you ain't never seen Godzilla. If you're a Godzilla fan, like, watch this. And it's made in the old Japanese Godzilla fashion, right? So you got to be one of those fans. If you can't get through that, don't even watch it. But because it's in that style. That's number one. But still, if you don't even get to it, just fast forward and watch the parts where Godzilla see people. You gonna enjoy them and watch. You've never seen Godzilla like that ever. All right. Now look, second one, real quick.
Say the next one. Say the next one for next week. Say the next one for next week.
Gotcha.
Say it for next week. So
we
can
NBA finals on. Yeah, let's go.
NBA finals is on. Before the season started, I picked the Celtics to beat the Phoenix Suns in the finals. Obviously, Phoenix didn't make it. I'm sticking with my pick of the Celtics winning it all. Brittany is a Celtics fan, so I know she watching it and she hype. But you going for Dallas?
No, I can't say that.
Are you going for anybody?
No.
I'm
going for Jason Kidd.
Yeah, I'm rooting for myself to be right. Yeah, I'm rooting for me to be right. So if Boston wins, then I'm right. That's all I got. I don't care about. I would root for Kyrie. But I like Jaylen Brown too. So as far as people, I probably like Jaylen Brown more. So because he in the community, he doing the thing with the people, he standing up, and he fucking burn these Burgos. That's a definite plus. In my book. So I guess I'm going for Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving. But for my prediction to be right, gotta be Boston. Jack, you watching the finals?
Not really, but I see Big KC is rooting for the Wizards.
Hey, that's our team.
All right. Yeah.
What time does the game come on tonight?
KC.
Game is on right now.
Oh,
it's 8:30. Oh, so we got time. Okay, cool. We ain't missing just a little pregame. Just a pregame. All right, well, on that note, I'm gonna tell you, if you want to know about any good music, go to Apple Music and do a search for a pod named Kickback. And when you do that, our playlist will come up. Yeah, I thought it was 8. Yeah, I thought it was 8. But we got New McMill, New Gorilla, Megan and Cardi, New Sincere with Wizkid, Roddy Rich, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Lenny Kravitz, Lucky Day, Tommy Richmond, Russ, a new song. Fredo got a new song. T Grizzly, YG dropped something new. Sexy Red and Drake got a bop together. Gonna put out some new stuff. Hakeem Ali, Rhapsody, The Game, and Kevin Gates. T.I. got a new track out with PSC. Coco Jones got a new track out. Ghostface Killah got a new album. So if you want to hear all this stuff, Dallas, he Burger giving us the scores. It's Dallas 13, Boston 11.
Oh,
that's what's up. Appreciate you, big homie.
All right, so having said that, if you want to get the music, go to Apple Music, do a search for Pod Named Kickback, and you can listen to it all. Having said that, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, hanging out with us, even during the game. That's dedication, that's love, that's support. We appreciate you. Every Sunday we here at 7 p.m. And shout out to everybody in Denmark, Kenya.
We love you, Denmark.
Yeah, Denmark, we love you. Love you here. Who got us on the sauce? Let me see. It was Denmark, Kenya. Well, I guess that's all I can say for right now because I don't remember who the hell everybody else was. It was Denmark, Kenya, New Zealand, of course, the United States.
Hey, yeah, New Zealand. Like, hey, we still love y'all, New Zealand. We coming.
Yep.
Put us down. Yep. Y'all in Denmark.
But Kenya got us ranked the highest. Kenya, we might have to do a live show in Kenya. We might have to go to Africa and do a show.
You are our people. We love you, Kenya. Kenya, the Pod Named Kickback loves you. We love Kenya.
And Jackie gonna put out 2 new workout videos for y'all to watch, Kenya, just for Kenya.
Just for Kenya.
That's for Kenya.
Just for Kenya. All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope your Sunday leads into a powerful Monday. If you're listening to this on Monday, I hope you woke up early, got to work, did what you were supposed to do, handles your business, and throughout this week, take a day for yourself, find some time for just you. You can't grind all day, all night, and not take no time for you. Even if it's just watching a basketball game, just a couple minutes listening to a podcast, just a couple minutes of reading a book, whatever it is, make some time for you. But don't sacrifice your work. Grind. But you grind hard enough, you'll make a little bit of time for yourself. And that's my message to myself, and that's my message to you guys. Make it a great week. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Smoking a good cigar. Hey, I'm definitely with that. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all that it's been on the 20th, it'll be 6 months since I started smoking cloves. Cloves are like little teeny cigars that kind of like cigarettes. And
congratulations.
Thank you. I smoke daily, all day, all night, just smoke. And it'll be 6 months on the 20th since I stopped. Part of the reason I stopped, I knew it wasn't good for me. Another part of the reason, my drinking and smoking buddy, JB, passed. And I just want to make sure I do what I can do to be here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Here for his kids, here for my kids, even though I'm not acknowledging her son with Nelly. That would not be my child. I'm not acknowledging it. But, just be here for, the family. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank y'all for tuning in with us. Randy, great job. Jack, great job. And this was a tired, stressful day. But it's over. We made it to the show.
Shout out to all the men out there. Love you. Keep doing your thing. Keep being strong. And hey, we here for you. We support you. Y'all know if y'all need me, hit me up. I'm always here to vent, talk, laugh, cry, whatever. So reach out to the men in your life. Check on them. Love on them. Not just this month, but year round.
Facts. Say no more. All right, well, draw 4, skip you, reverse you, draw 2, draw 4, uno. The color is black. We out.